Hello, beautiful coaches. Welcome to another cast of REBBL Challengers Cup. Gonna be seeing some rats and lizards. I'm joined today by Steak Mittens.
Hello, I'm here, and you're back after your last one. You took a break,
Yes,
had some breakfast, and you're here again.
I'm here again to cast some more and watch maybe some rats die. Apparently, they are called rats must die. So
I hope so. I mean,
again,
I'm a fan of Brett's dying.
hello Scytalen. Good luck on your match. But yeah, this team.
Did you? Oh, he got fired. I see. I was looking at the team on REBBL.net, and there was a plus strength tackle, mighty blow, claw, storm vermin, which would have been really nice to have against these Saurus. But he got strength busted, so he got fired, which I think is fair given the strength bust. Oh yeah, Scytalen mentioning that in chat, but yeah, that would have been real nice to have for this if he didn't get strength busted. Just that
Yeah,
claw mighty blow for the Saurus. What's the strength?
I like the fire though because makes the team a little bit more lean, gets you more inducements, which is always good for rats.
It makes a lot of sense. It's just sad, you know. I hate
Yeah,
watching good players go away like that,
yeah,
but it makes a lot of sense. Wrestle tackle gutter runner is pretty useful against skinks. Like they can't really run away from that, along with the strip ball, because I don't think there's any sure hands for the lizards either. No, there is
mm,
not.
yeah. He
Um,
has an
yeah,
extra
almost a one turn.
yeah, an extra like support god honor with the guard, which is always nice to have, and then the almost one a natural one turner.
Almost one turner. Yeah, we don't have sprint, so we're gonna need a push. But oh no, a push. How
Oh my
difficult.
god, so hard, my life.
What am I ever gonna do with one push? Although it does mean that you have to do stuff like put him sort of near the LOS, and things could go poorly if there's like a blitz or whatever, right? Because you have to get that push. Um,
Yeah, it gives
yeah,
a chance
block
for
line rat, guard
perfect
line rat,
defense. Yeah,
kick line rat, pretty standard. The kick line rat's really good to have here, especially given that there's no like you can really take advantage of like a failed pickup or something if you can kick in a reasonable place and then just gutter runner your way there when the lizards are more likely to fail without like sure hands or anything like that.
yeah. Looks like they're gonna be starting soon, so let's take a look at the lizards. Easy is probably the easier way. No, Skin King.
Um,
What's the name?
Skinkin ain't easy. Skinkin.
Should probably just copy it
There's no
because he
G.
has. Yeah, he has an
It's just
apostrophe, so
Skinkin.
might as well copy it. I don't know if without. I guess it probably showed with without the apostrophe, right? I don't know. Blood Bowl is weird.
Probably not. Yeah,
Probably
the
not.
search
Okay.
function is pretty terrible.
So three Gortsaurus, so that's nice. No break tackle though to reposition against the rats. That might hurt them.
It's true. I mean, it's basically a standard Saurus team, right? Like you got your Blitzer with the Mighty Blow
Mm-hmm.
and the tackle. You got everyone else's block and guard. We do have two block skinks, which is interesting, and probably would help a lot more in matches that aren't this one, because the wrestle and strip ball gutter runners don't really care about your block very much. We also have like a movement 9 skink can get a lot done, especially as a
With
one
sidestep,
turner.
yeah,
Yeah.
easy one turns too with the sidestep.
So we'll see. But like, there's nothing like unfair or anything about this. It's just a solid lizard team. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're 1580 going into this one, and the rats were what? They're going to be 1500. So
1500.
the rats get 80 TV, which isn't really a whole lot.
They have bank though. If they want to like scum a wizard, they can. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, and you might see that given that it's playoffs and you want to make sure you move on, right?
Yeah, makes
So
sense. Well,
maybe, I mean, we'll see what Scytalen decides to do, but like I think this is gonna be, I think in my first impressions are probably rat favored a little bit, but we'll see how it works out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually, especially with the movement and a really solid rat team, it's probably better for the rats. Lizards are not the worst at dealing with rats though, so that is a thing.
yeah, I mean, it's gonna depend on how well the Saurus get utilized. Like it's pretty easy for them to just get sort of stuck, especially like you said without like a break tackle or anything like that. But the line rat, it's true for the line rats too, right? And if you trade like a line rat for a Saurus, then the Saurus is just going to get a 2-die block every turn for free.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. What do you think Shadora would do? Would he get like a break tackle or the dodge? I don't like dodge that much on Saurus. I guess it is because, especially because they make them like kind of a bit of a project player. I guess it makes them be kind of safer against blocks.
He's just annoying to knock down. Like the dodge is
Yeah.
fine, but I think the dodge, Shadora probably would have been okay with it after the guard, but like you would never go block
Before,
dodge.
yeah.
Because it's going to take forever to level him again, and that dodge is almost entirely useless. But block guard dodge is pretty good because he's just so annoying to shift now if you have to move that guard out of the way. And, you know, even just on normal, like you have a lot of good options too, right? Stand firm or break tackle, both could get a lot of use. With guard, dodge, stand firm.
I guess if you get him to 51 and then you can get stand firm, it becomes a really, really annoying piece to deal with.
Yeah, he's just hard to level though. The Saurus, like you can't really reliably score with him. Without Mighty Blow, you're a long ways away from you know moving forward. Oh, I'm getting messaged about something apparently.
Hopefully not something that I did wrong for this.
No, just somebody messaging me about something else. So the rats are defending first, it seems, and they did scum the wizard, as you pointed out, was possible. I think probably worth it, right? Like you want to make sure that you're just moving forward, and if you lose, you're out, right? So might as well take every advantage you can get if you have the money for it, and that's going to help out a lot in this. Rat set up in the like defend 5 position, and here we go.
Yeah, and you never know what's gonna, like, maybe for the next game you already have the inducements for the wizard because the other team is too like high TV, so you don't need that money, or like it doesn't really matter if you get your guys killed. Might not matter. If you get everyone killed, maybe you just reroll, right? So
those are terrible options for your kick. That kick did not work out very well.
Yeah,
one of them is directly next to the skink, and one of them's like 2 squares away from the skink. Like, that didn't work out very well.
Yeah, no advantage there. Wanna change around the screen, even if people don't like it.
Oh, you like to watch from the offending point of view? Well, that's a start. Rat self is out.
Goodbye to self.
I generally always just watch from the home point of view because it keeps the pitch in the right orientation, and it makes me happy. Man, these poor line rats are going to take an absolute crushing. That's a lot of 3 dies coming their way. There's one. He's okay. You got to be careful though, right? Like remember that the movement 10 gutter runner is just in range of the ball. So if we, I think I'd be a little happier if we
protected everyone. Yeah,
put like 1 skink back there, just on the ball, so that there's something, just to discourage him in case you like quad skull or something like that.
No, I want to see a pass with the 5 SPP skink. Against rats.
I know the plan. Yeah, what a great idea. I know the plan is probably something like pick it up with the movement 9 skink and then like run up behind the Saurus so that your team is together. But the rats aren't going to go after one lone skink in the back if you happen to have to leave it that way. And it just makes it quite a bit safer.
Yeah, especially don't do this Croxigor die first. Do the protect him first. I would even like be okay with him basing over there on the vermin on the right side.
You outstrength the rats so much, and they don't have Claw Mighty Blow. Like if they had that Claw Mighty Blow guy, you'd probably be worried about giving him free blocks just because or free assists or whatever to the Claw Mighty Blow. But there isn't Claw, so your armor 9 is pretty solid. And you just have so much strength. Like trying to bully the rats that aren't at G4 so that they can't really dodge away is something that would work out pretty well. That was scary, but it worked out.
That's done. So those rats are gonna stay pinned for a couple more turns, which is nice.
Those line rats are basically out of the game.
Yeah.
Gotta
And
pick up the ball still.
it's really nice that he has like block on every Soros too. Ooh.
This is what I'm worried about. You have
No.
to. Oh no.
Oh no, I don't like this. Oh no, this makes me scared. This gives me PTSD to like playing against Superfed or something like that.
Can I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 not the movement 10 gutter runner can get there, but it's not very easy. If you committed a bunch of players to blitzing down like the block source on the edge, you could make it a bit easier, I guess, but the skink's in the way, like, because it's right on the edge of his of movement. So the skinks being in the way means we're gonna have to cut corners and stuff. This could be worse, but I am scared. Anytime you fail a pickup in range of a gutter runner, you're just something up the bash coach in you cringes and screams and is very worried.
Yeah, it's like not again.
No.
But at least he has the wide setup here, so that's good, decent enough. And with the tail on the left side, it definitely helps out with the proxy gore, so that he cannot cut corners that easily.
We could blitz Rev run that one block source on the edge. It's not easy, but you could, and then you could get the gutter runners through. But that's like a really hard commit that I don't know is worth it. Because if that fails, you probably just lose the drive, and you get a lot of your guys punched. Especially
because of the guard Saurus. If that Saurus was not guard, you could put the guard in there and then blitz it even easier. But from that square, so that you push
something like this.
But looks like he is gonna put some pressure, because like if you want to go into the back, you definitely need to like put enough players basing skinks and pick up the ball, so that it's really, really tough for them to like not pick up and then go back to the Saurus.
Yeah, I think like maybe going all in on trying to literally pick up the ball this turn is probably a bad idea, but you could do the rat thing of screening the Saurus off from the ball and the rest of the team. Right, bring both Storm Vermins around that guard line rat. You could blitz the one of the skinks, like the movement skink or something, just with like 2 gutter runners, and then just have some pressure back there. You know, if you fail again, you are losing, and your team is cut off, so you have to deal with this with skinks.
We'll see. He is moving forward, so we'll see if he goes all in.
This looks like we might be hitting that Saurus, which I think is interesting.
But he moved the other guard. That's weird. So who's gonna
use the? Use the block Storm Vermin as an assist, and then you could, or the rookie Storm Vermin as an assist. You can block him with the Mighty Blow piling on from like the left side.
Kazakin! Ah!
That scared me.
Mr. Christie rating, yeah. From the other game that just finished.
Welcome back, I guess, guys. I sent you over there like 20 minutes ago, so if anyone's still there, welcome back. Thank you for the raid, Christy. We're just starting, and the skins fail a pickup, so we'll see if the rats can capitalize on this.
Yeah, it's a scary position. You have to like really hope your opponent doesn't make something work when you are the lizard. So the source goes down, which will leave space to run through over
and
here.
Although
the Storm Vermin are kind of in the way a little bit. Yeah, you could go base the skink, and then you could cut the corner on the Saurus here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you could go base another skink, or even I don't know. Like the movement 10 rat can get there, but it's like 4 dodges.
I think you can make it with 3. Or maybe 4.
Yeah, so what we're doing is we're trying to we're using we're cutting the Saurus off from the rest of their team. Basically, we're not going to go after the ball, I would imagine. We're just sort of screening the Saurus off from the rest of the team, and then we're like marking skinks and stuff, so that basically the skinks have to. Oh, we failed. Oh no.
So 1 and a 2. Ooh. Could
So
we
the
maybe?
lizards basically have 2 skinks to deal with the players back here as well as pick up the ball. But
If we can
it's
do
not
that,
bad.
maybe we can even foul that guy. Like
I mean, we get
dodge,
the.
dodge the rookie skink at the end and foul that guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Like first,
I mean,
do all
we
the other
blitz?
stuff though.
I think you blitz the guard line rat and then to just get space, and then you can just pick up with the skink and move up amongst your Saurus is probably the plan here.
Yeah,
but
set
we
up
get to
around
punch the guard.
Rock's boy.
Yeah, we get to punch the guard line rat. We could even punch, if you don't want to foul that movement gutter runner, you could even punch the storm vermin with that skink afterwards too. Yeah, so now we get to 3-die. This it's blodge sidestep, but it's a 3-die. And now he can't sidestep to somewhere annoying, which is what that was for. Right, because he could sidestep to take away that other Saurus's ability to do things.
Yeah.
You don't get him down, which is unfortunate. But
you also get guard for if he wants to hit the vermin now.
That's true, yeah. It looks like he does.
That's scary though. I would do the other stuff first before doing that 2-die.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the ball, and we really want a reroll for the ball because we don't want the ball on the floor. But we want to be able to blitz with the this. I see. We want to be able to blitz with the mighty blow.
Reroll?
We are not getting. No.
No,
I would not reroll that.
I guess it's wrestle. If he wasn't wrestle.
But you still haven't picked up the ball, and it's
Yeah,
the ball's
that's
in
true.
range of
Yeah,
like
that's
2 gutter
true.
runners.
Okay, yeah.
You don't have sure hands.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
I'd be really scared to do pretty much anything as the skinks while the ball is on the floor. Until the ball is in my hands. Like it's so up in the air, right? With so much movement available from those gutter runners in the Agi 4, right? Like we're a 3+2+2+ from just scoring as the rats right now.
He's gonna need to move the crocs back, I think, so that he can cover the bottom left side of the corner.
No, he's not.
Okay. I was gonna say that the scary thing there is that he can bonehead, but he just beat me to it. So, where do you set up with this team?
In the you're gonna have to not fail the pickup, and then I guess like in the middle of all your Saurus, it's at least next to guard and stuff, so that if we try to cage dive with like the wrestle strip ball rat, it's at least difficult, but it's gonna be hard to get this actually safe.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much of a loose cage if it's actually a cage. Like let's move
like a cage.
You can move the one Saurus back to base the line rat, and then put the other one leave the other one where it is, and then set up left to the other skink, the rookie skink, and that's good enough. Maybe use the other skink to block some paths for the tackle strip dauntless.
I'm just so terrified for this pickup.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
I think I will have base with the bludger there so that he cannot red dice me down or something. Oh no. My god. No.
Instant reroll.
No.
Oh god, this is so bad.
Oh no.
1, this is why I would have rerolled the pickup the first turn. 2, this is why I would have put a skink on the ball before you tried to pick it up on the first turn. Well, I mean, this is basically a touchdown for the rats. It just depends on how they want to do it. Like, you could... you probably want to try to blitz the skink that's on the ball, just because it takes away tackle zones.
Yeah.
But, we could 2+ dodge out the guard guy, put him on the skink, blitz with the wrestle tackle, and if you don't knock him down... Or if you knock him down with wrestle, then you have another gutter runner to pick up after a dodged out. And if you do get him down, you just pick up and score.
Yeah, I think that's probably okay.
I mean, there's a million different ways you could do this, and I'm not a rat coach, so I don't really know which is the best way.
I think I would probably bring the sidestep guard back first, just to have that guy around.
Plus, just because of where the two skinks are positioned, there are tackle zones we have to dodge through. Like, we could... There is a... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there is technically a 2 plus, 3 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus, just with the tackle wrestle gutter runner, because you could like kind of path your way through that where you don't have to dodge into tackle zones, you only have to dodge out. But the pickup is still a 3 plus, and then it also gives you 2 GFIs at the end. But given that you can like do something like this where you dodge out a rat, 1 in 36, you can also, if you fail everything, you still have sidestep on the ball this way.
Yeah.
So I think this is what I said first, and I think is probably the best idea. So if this works, we can just pick up and score. If it doesn't, we can take the wrestle here, and then we just dodge it with the other rat.
And pick up and score.
Yeah.
So now it's a 2 plus without dodge, and then GFIs, 2 plus pick up and
1, 2, 3,
GFIs.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, we can't actually score now, right?
Oh no, he got in his own way, yeah.
Yeah.
Think?
But we can still pick it up and be really safe, because only like one skink will be able to reach you.
He can cut corner and then score here.
Oh yeah, he has to cut the corner on the skink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, I mean, it's a 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus. But the original play was just, if we just went with that wrestle guy and tried to pick up in the tackle zone, it would have been a 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus. So a lot of this just ended up making us turn 1 3 plus into a 2 plus.
Yeah, pretty much the same. Just one of the 2 plus. The dodge was without AC on tackle, so.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
So now the next dodge.
Sweet dodge.
Yeah, we have dodge for it.
And like, which rat coach wouldn't do this? I feel like no rat coach would not take this score. Oh, pickups are hard apparently. Someone put some grease on that ball.
It's a slippery ball apparently. It's 4 failed pickups. There we go. So we got the ball. Now he used the reroll though, so I think he's trying to decide if he wants to take the 2 GFIs to score, given that he has no reroll, or just kind of see if he can protect the ball a bit. It's gonna be hard to protect it. I mean, that rat used wrestle, and 2 skinks could just hit him.
He probably would need to like.
To dodge out like the guard line rat, I think, to help here.
Nope.
Yeah, so we go for it. Got it. Easy.
Easy.
That's a bad start for the lizards.
Oh rats, oh rats.
Yep.
Why you have to make me hate you more?
So the rats are ahead, and they still have a wizard.
And they get their KO
It's
back.
going to be really hard for the lizards to catch up already, and we're only on turn 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the worst possible case. I feel like a trio from the rats is coming now. Yeah, whenever this happens, it usually ends up like that.
Well, the lizards have to score, and then the rats can counter score pretty easily, right, in the half, and then you go into the rat drive 2-1. So like the lizards almost need to. The lizards have 2 options here, really. One of them is aim for like a 2-turn or something like that. Just try to score really fast, and then hope you're lucky when you're defending that you can stop at the rat 2-turn, or like maybe we can continue 2-turning and like do some sort of nonsense shootout. Or you can, given that the rats only have a bench of 1, you can try your best to just get a boatload of blocks and see if you can drop that like movement 10 rat, or maybe the strip ball rat. It'll be more difficult for them to turn back at you, and then maybe we can catch up that way. But
that's hard to do. Really, really hard.
Yeah, it is. Both options are really hard to do. I mean, they have to score really fast if they want to have a chance of catching up here, I think. Because if they just do the standard thing and, score on turn 8, it's going to be 1-1, worst case, or best case, it will be 1-1 going into the Rats drive where they have a wizard, which is a loss. Or the Rats 2-turn or something, or 1-turn even, on turn 8, and then they go into the Rat drive 2-1, which is even worse. wizard.
The only thing we have to consider too is that the lizards can also one turn kind of easily.
Yeah, that's true.
Not too hard.
Uh,
2 pushes with sidestep.
I think
And
the lizards need to aim for like a 2-turn here.
Stunty is really good at like dodging on the back end or if they get like some pieces in front.
Yeah. Always 3+,
The
no
biggest
matter what.
part about I think lizards one turning and stuff like that, it's the like handle for pass, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like the thrown teammate bit. The hard part of the throw teammate is actually making sure the ball is kicked into a place where you can pick it up and hand it off with your low movement.
Okay.
But the skinks, the hard part is like, yeah, like you said, and any sort of pass is difficult because stunty,
Okay.
hand off, yeah.
Get people on the ball now, please.
We've
'Cause
learned.
this could be this could be another really horrible thing if he fails a pickup here.
We learned from our mistake.
Yeah, there you go. So we get the skinks over there. Probably get the side stepper around the ball and pick up with the one of the side steppers facing the ball. I would probably move the one side stepper first. We're doing this. Taking out the kicker could be very good for the one turn though. Nope. Tackle on the ball. That's good.
Now the ball is pretty well covered. It's
Yeah.
3 tackle zones, tackle. Unlikely that the rats can just pick it up.
I would still probably do a cage around the ball before doing all this stuff though. You can do it like for free.
Yeah. That's
Get like a
fair.
full cage around so that the dodges, anything in there is pretty hard.
I think it
It
depends on what you're trying
scatters.
to do.
Covers a lot of scatter options too. So
Yeah, I mean, that's another chance to just get the ball in your hands. The problem is if the cage is like some of those scatters end up on Saurus, they're not exactly very likely to catch it, and then it could scatter somewhere way worse than just being in the cage. Like, it also depends on what we want to do, right? If we want to aim to 2-turn, like, we're not going to be able to do that with this setup here. So
No.
who's picking up the ball and where's it going?
Looks like it's gonna be the Lil Wayne on the back.
Lil Wayne.
That's safe. I don't know why he's like kind of shy about basing like a corner, like
Yeah.
maybe corner base the Vermin with the Crocs and then put the Guard Sarots to the left. That could be like super good.
The rats are going to have a hard time blocking you given that you have guard and strength fireball.
All right.
Well, we got
That's
one.
a good start.
I mean, I think that's fair, honestly. I would have considered that. It's all four skinks in a fireball.
Oh, God.
Well, it didn't work. I mean, we got a KO, but it wasn't the most important skink.
We can clear here, pick up and punt though, or like there's options now.
Yeah, you could scatter it by blitzing the Saurus too,
or just clear him. It's not even that hard. You have a dauntless rat that could do that if you want to take the risk. And then one tackles on pickup, pretty easy.
It's not bad.
And you're like completely
I like that fireball.
on control.
I mean, yeah, all four skinks. I think it's certainly valuable. It didn't really work out the way you wanted to, but there's options here, as you said, right? We could block the Saurus. We could scatter the ball and hope. We can just clear the Saurus and one tackle zone pickup. Looks like that's what we're doing. This is what I was worried about, though, right? Like, the rats were up 1-0, so it forced you to be, like, aggressive. But the rats also have a fireball to just punish that. Or a lightning bolt or whatever to punish that. Like, you're in such a bad position when you start like that to Skaven. It's really, really hard to come back.
Yeah, it basically lets them do whatever they want, right? Like, oh, I can play around and still be in a great spot.
Yeah.
do my rat BS, put a lot of pressure on the lizards and put them in on a bad spot, and then the ones like super pressure about it is the lizards and not the rats. So yeah, there we go. A nice pylon on this. I would have considered not doing the pylon and follow just so that I guess he can still move this guy. Oh no, GFI. Okay. Because that way you have the like dodge to the left and then run up the field, right, with the gutters. That kind of gets his in his own way. I guess he's gonna dodge back. That also works. I don't know if I like it that much than just pushing the waters through.
No, getting the gutters through gives you more options, but I mean, we could with the movement 10 rat, we could still one tackle zone pickup, dodge out, dodge through, or even just dodge back and go away. Yeah, like that. So just back up. We can take the other rat, the other gutter runner, maybe move him forward as a scoring threat if we just want to score immediately. But man, I hate to call games like this early, but
I told you, like,
so
once I've seen this happen before. Once like the rats get like a play like that early on, an early score, and they have wizard and everything, it usually ends up like this unless they can roll bad dice.
It's like, so yeah, against rats, especially as a bash team, a lot like it's really about not falling behind, because rats are so good at staying ahead once they are ahead, or just getting that, when you're trying to play like a 2-1 grind sort of thing, like a lot of Blood Bowl games end up 2-1 or 1-0 or something like that. Rats are really good at just stealing a touchdown from nowhere. And if you ever like get too far behind them and they just steal a touchdown from nowhere, then they just stay ahead forever. And they kind of do this thing, right, where they have like a couple gutter runners or a wizard or whatever that they can just use to keep converting touchdowns. And then easy 2 turns or easy 1 turns, depending on how your team is built, they can just stay ahead, and there's not a whole lot you can do as like a slower team. You kind of have to like play really, really safe for a while, like incredibly safe for a while, and just try to make the rats
plays into their hands, right?
Yeah, you have to play really safe and kind of like force them to use their resources, right? Like when they run out, like if they use a wizard and get nothing off of it, or if you can injure a gutter runner, like get rid of their apothecary, like start removing their bench, right? Until you can remove some of their resources and they don't have as many like the ability to do silly things, you have to be ultra safe, and it's really weird, and I don't like it, and rats are dumb.
I agree completely with that statement.
Playing rats is not fun.
Yeah. If there's a team I hate playing against, it's definitely rats.
Yeah, playing against rats is not particularly fun, at least for me. I mean, I guess there's a lot of people that probably would enjoy it because it's quite a puzzle, right? Like you have to think about so many options about what the rats could do, but sometimes the results are, I can't. Like, the rats could do this, and there's literally nothing I can do to stop that. So I just have to hope it doesn't work. And that's just not fun.
Yep. So maybe we're gonna blitz in. This sounds to me like a Crocs 3 die into a blitz on the guard to put tackle on the wall.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to do something. You've got to put pressure on it, and you've got to hope it doesn't work.
No? Oh. Okay.
I don't understand.
I don't either.
I mean, we're hitting a scary storm vermin, I guess, but that storm vermin is not really that relevant. I mean,
if you have got a sword somehow there, I would have liked it, but that was not possible because of the sidestep and like no assist and stuff, right?
Yeah, the storm vermin is scary. Like the mighty blow tackle is certainly really good against the skinks, but like it's more likely that the gutter runners are going to be going after the skinks, and the fact you have 0 pressure on the ball right now, we have 2 free gutter runners, and easily 4 of them could be free.
Yeah.
This
feels like a play that I would do if I was on defense against the rats right now. which you are not.
No. You need to get that ball back, and I know it seems a little scary and potentially not the best, but doing something like putting tackle on the ball and just forcing the rats to roll dice, like unless something goes bad for the rats, it's going to be really hard to win. So you have to put them in positions where things could go bad, and that often results in like, this isn't really that good a play, but I need to do something, right? Like if it works, it's great. If it doesn't work, I'm not any worse than I already am. Well, we got a removal. It's a start. It's not a good one.
What a surprise that T-Self is the one that gets armor broken multiple times and removed multiple times in the same match.
The rats can they could one die that guard Saurus on the sideline, and if they get him down, they could just run up the sideline with all their gutter runners, and then the lizards are screwed.
Yeah.
They could also cut around the back to go switch sides, but they won't be bringing most of their team with them. And there are Saurus that can respond to it. But if we just like bring that guard line rat in, or like the storm vermin or something, just to take away the Saurus assist, you can one die the Saurus on the sideline with the storm vermin, the mighty blow storm vermin. And if you get him down, then there's just a path through, right? You don't follow.
I think you dodge in sort of the Saurus.
You could do that too. I mean, the
it's not that hard actually. It's not that actually. It's kind of hard because of tackle. If tackle was not there, maybe it would be a better option. But
it's a 4+, right? Yeah, you could just 4+ surf the Saurus if you wanted to, and then that gives you the whole sideline. But if you fail that dodge, you are getting.
Yeah, you're getting sacked for free and getting probably a Croxigore on the ball.
Well, you'd also be getting the gutter runner surfed, right? Because you would just block the storm vermin in return, push him in the way, and then you could surf the storm vermin or the gutter runner even without dodging or blitzing anything. Then you can blitz the ball.
Could he surf? Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Because then you force the sidestep back and then surf him forward. Maybe he's just gonna go back, hang out, put a little bit of a screen.
It is going very well for Scytalen. The lizards didn't protect the kickoff very well, and then failed to pick up. To be fair, they failed 3 pickups, and if they had ever made one of those, it would have been better. But they did fail to pick up, and the rats were in a position to take advantage of it, so they went up 1-0 early. And then, as you can see by the fireball mark, the rats used their wizard to fireball all of the skinks, and that resulted in them getting the ball back again. So this is the lizards' drive. The rats are up 1-0, and they still have the ball. So it's not going particularly well for the lizards.
Just rat things, guys.
I like the gutter runner named Woof Squeak. It's like Woof Bark, but Woof Squeak because he's a rat.
Where is he?
He's the gutter runner with movement, plus movement.
Oh, okay. Is he? Gutter runner?
Oh no, he's the storm vermin.
Okay, yeah. I'm guessing that maybe
storm vermin.
Wolfbark died, and then that's second time around Wolfbark.
They will get the ball to start second half, and if the rats have anything to say about it, they're going to score on turn 8 here and be 2-0 up in the second half. Like this game has 3-0 or 3-1 written, or even 4-1 written all over it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really, really, really tough uphill battle for Raaraar to get anything going.
I mean, like, I think you were at a massive disadvantage by turn 2.
I think the only way I could see this game getting back in the side of Raaraar would be like with massive removals or just like massive 2+ fails for the rats. At least he leveled his croc, so that's nice.
Did he? Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's a chance to get block. Block Sigor.
I don't think you can, unless you get one of the really good gutters, like the ones that are on the back. I don't know if you can afford to foul either, because if you go down like 10 players,
Being
one
down
less
players to
king,
the rats.
you are down players to the rats, and they have 2 guard pieces also. So I hate these rats with guard.
Yeah.
Shadora used to have like 5 or something like that.
Fouling with lizards in general is kind of difficult because the skinks are kind of important. It's not bad certainly, but like when you're in like you have what 3 skinks right now, 2, like you just can't afford to lose any of them.
Yeah.
The only way that it's worth it is if you have like a really good foul, like if you can line up like a really good foul on one of those, the movement gutter runner or like the strip ball gutter runner.
I think you only see that happen if there's like a couple of skinks on the bench. You have like a couple deep
Yeah.
skink bench, but you cannot really usually afford to like foul with skinks or with Soros. Some matchup maybe with Soros wouldn't be the worst idea. Some matchups, Rats is one that could actually not be that bad. But
So you have 2 options here. I think the gutter runner that is the scoring threat, like it's a bit of a trap in some ways. Like if you don't deal with him, he can just score, which is bad. So like it's a win-win situation for the rats. But if you do deal with him, you're not blitzing the ball and putting pressure on the ball, and then you just don't score as the rats because they don't need to. Like it's weird. But I think probably blitzing the scoring threat is the right idea. And then you could just take his like I'd probably blitz 3 out of that gutter runner, and then I would just put as many Saurus like on rats as possible here, and just pray that they fail a dodge or something.
I think he's gonna not. Yeah, he's gonna make the pass play
the line rat.
tough. You blitz the line rat and then put the Crocs cannot. There's a
Proxigor on the
rat.
ball.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no,
Crocs
he's
is.
on a rat.
Yeah, he cannot. That's
you could
unfortunate.
GFI the tackle Saurus to get on the ball if you blitz the line rat out of the way.
Yeah, I was hoping he could put the play. If the Cruxigor was free, that would be a really good play, like blitzing with tackle, and then put in the Cruxigor there. But sadly, he's not so good anymore.
You can't get in.
Still gonna do that though. He's gonna put the tackle on the ball.
So where are we blitzing then?
On the line rat and put tackle on the ball. He's gonna do the Cruxigor block first so that he can go through.
What? So why didn't we just blitz the line rat with the Saurus that we just marked him with?
I don't know. Get Mighty Blow.
Well, the Mighty Blow's gonna have to GFI that way, right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, if you do the Croxigor block first.
Yeah, I think that's what
you can do it
planning.
if you do the Croxigor block first. Yeah.
I think that's his plan.
Okay.
I don't know if I like it, but I think that's his plan. Or maybe not. Okay.
I kind of like this though. It is what I said. So we're gonna hit the gutter runner.
And put
That makes
sense. Put a Saurus
Yeah.
on the side. Slam into those 2 guys maybe.
You don't follow this, then you could move them around and mark up a bunch of gutter runners too. Just marking up the rats so that no matter what they do, they have to roll a dice before they start doing anything.
I will take it. A GFI, I think.
GFIs.
Or 2 GFIs, actually. I would have taken them, though, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so, too.
If you play it safe, you are gonna lose. Like, for sure.
Yeah, you have to take, like, some serious risks. And hope that you get rewarded for them. Like, you've got to aim for the high-risk, high-reward things. And knowing what things are worth the risk and what things have big enough rewards is a hard skill, certainly. Like, we were just talking about, is it worth to follow with the skinks? And we said probably not, which is, high risk, high reward, but like it's not the right kind of reward, right? Just removing a non-important player doesn't help you very much.
I don't like that follow. Because now there's a big hole there.
Very nervous for the Saurus. 1, 2, 3.
And you can get through that side now.
Yeah, you can. The problem is, we do have this situation where the only thing we can do that doesn't involve dice is just to move the ball carrier. So you kind of have to know exactly what your plan is before you do anything here.
You think it's not worth it, Finny? I think it would have been fine. He has to force something. Hello, Finny. Yes.
He's down one. This is his drive. He's down 1-0. If he doesn't do something ridiculous, he's gonna lose this drive 2-0, and then it's the Rats' drive, right? Like, it doesn't matter if it is easy for the Rats to deal with. You have to give them something that they have to roll, or they just win, right?
And I know the failure state of the GFIs is horrible, but the not failure state doesn't really do much either. I guess he is in his way of this dauntless guy, so if he wants to do something there, he either needs to move the ball carrier first or like dodge in and blitz these arrows. Yeah, I know it's not like much, but
you have to literally anything at this point, or you lose. Like, that's the Rats. It's the only way things that go well for the Lizards here is if their dice catch on fire and they start murdering every rat they touch, or if the Rats fail a thing at a bad time. And unless you give the Rats opportunities to fail things, they're not going to fail things. And a 1 in 36 is better than a nothing. And if you fail GFIs, you've already lost anyway, so it's not like it makes it that much worse.
It's a tough position for Raaraar for sure. I think all the options are pretty like marginal and kind of bad, so
it's really hard to do as well as Lizards, or to catch up here as these Lizards. Just the Rats were in such a good position from like 2-2 onward.
So it looks like we are not gonna care and just screen again on the left side. Not that easy though.
He's not really under any pressure to do anything, right? This is why I said like the gutter runner scoring threat is a trap.
Problem is he doesn't have the players though for this screen. Like he needs to do a 3+ dodge.
You could do a 2+ with the rat.
But then there's a hole because there's a rat base by Soros. Or we're just gonna...
What are the Source gonna do? Dodge?
No, punch that vermin out of the way and then you can get through and punch the gutter. Now that's not possible. With one of the ones that are not in range.
Yeah.
Now you can do it with the one on the bottom. You could have done it with the one around the Croxigor. Push over there and then... Or with the Croxigor,
like the scoring threat rat.
Everything is horrible. Whatever.
It is.
The
scoring threat rat was kind of a trap. Like, you have to... If you don't deal with them as the Lizards, you can just go score. And if you do deal with them, you take away players that could have done something to the players down here. And if you do deal with them, you're just like, okay, cool. You hit him. Now I can just keep stalling. And I'll move my scoring threat over here. Here it is again. Do you want to do the same thing?
You gotta do GFIs now, too.
Now we could bounce back and forth back here just with these gutter runners forever, and we still go into the next half up 1-0.
He made all the 3+ too. That was like Raaraar's only like a chance of maybe failing some 3+ for the Rats to start giving him a little leeway to maybe even punch a little bit more, but not gonna happen.
We get a couple. We do get a couple hits here though. We get at least 3 plus a blitz, so like just marking up the Rats to the best of our ability is giving us opportunities here. I thought that was with the Croxigor and I was about to cry. No, that was with the Saurus. Thank you.
No, he wanted to blitz the Croxigor in, I think, and base the cutters, but nope, not gonna happen.
Just forcing the Rats to be in positions where, to be safe, they have to let themselves take blocks is something that you can do here, and I think Raaraar did accomplish that a bit last turn. And there we were rewarded, so there you go, 1 down.
We get 1.
9 more to go.
And the problem is he's gonna have to score twice and like sack the ball anyways. Because these Rats are probably gonna score this half, I have a feeling.
My prediction is 4-1. I think
4-1. Okay.
Rats,
I think it's gonna be 3-0. I said 3-0 at the start, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Rats are gonna score this half, and then it goes another Rat drive. The Rats score pretty early. The Lizards counter score, and then the Rats like 1 turn or something. And we end up 4-1.
All right. Now the options. That was a good idea. Trying to free up the crocs to put tail on both gutters.
Yeah, you could have
Really
blitzed
sad.
like the sidestep guy and then just followed.
Yeah, sadness.
It's something. It's a 3+ dodge instead of a 2+, right? It's not nothing. 3+s are a lot scarier than 2+s. Otherwise, you'd see the line rats dodge out every turn.
To be
We
fair
still
though,
get
to
a couple hits,
Raaraar, it's a little bit of a learning experience. You have to respect rats around your ball and your pickups.
Don't respect rats, but yes, around the ball and your pickups, yeah, that's fair. Do we get another one? It's another
Maybe?
armor 7 hit.
No.
He's fine.
Well, we're gonna base now with GFIs, I think.
Just base,
Oh no, not
base a
GFIs.
lot here. Like I would base that unbased line rat too. Like as we anything we can do to just get hits, right? If you make it so the rats have to roll dice to move, right? Like right now, yeah. So right now the rats have one player who doesn't have to roll dice to do anything. You know, the guy on the ball has a 2+ that's free rerollable before to do anything, but when you can't rely on like your line rats to dodge out or whatever to help screen off the ball, it's a bit scary for the rats. And if they don't dodge them out, they're going to get punched. So I think I like the Crocs idea to get on the ball, and the fact that it didn't work. I think this is a pretty good reaction to that not working.
Yeah. Did you base the gutter with another skink so that he can at least not like that easily run to the left? Has to dodge to the right? Maybe force the score?
Yeah. I don't think the...
Because the skink, where are you gonna put the skink?
Yeah, there's not much. I was going to say, I don't think there's much else you can really do, or anything else that you would do with him that's that useful. So you could just try to make it so that the rat can't 3+, 2+ out to do what he did again.
There you go. Yeah.
So now if he wants to dodge out, he has to go the other way, which will either waste
Oh
movement
my
or
God.
force the score. Oh, this Croc cigar.
Oh no. He got his level, so he's done. He's like, okay, this is I'm cool with this.
I get to roll some dice after this. I'm just gonna take a nap for a while. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, now we have a 1 die on that Saurus now if we want it.
So what do you do now? Do you try to go for the score now if you're the rats?
You might have to. Unless you're willing to have most of your team just take hits
Punch,
again.
yeah.
I think we're probably considering it. You could also like sideline cage like that. Like now we could dodge out and hand off to that rat.
Yeah.
And then, you know, worst case, I think it's just the skinks that could go after you, and you're not really going to get surfed with sidestep. Because the problem is your scoring threat is the 3+, 2+, and then pass to the rat in the end zone. And if that doesn't work, it might not work out very well.
Yeah, I think the pass was gonna be a 4 to the end zone, right? Because of the distance. 1,
I think it's a 3.
4, 5. With GFIs, I think it's a 3.
So it looks like we're not doing that. We might be sideline caging though. Yeah, so we give it to him.
Ooh.
Oh, he failed. That's a reroll. And now we can try to dodge out the other rat to complete that sideline cage. Or we could 1-die blitz the storm vermin, like just to push the Saurus away, and then use the storm vermin to complete the cage, and that might be better than trying to dodge out 3+, 2+ versus a 3+. Like it's a 3+ to work, but it's a 2+ to not turn over.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. You try it with the vermin, and if you don't get it, then you do the gutter, right?
I think so. Yeah. There's no like diving tackle or anything I'm missing on those skins. No, there's no tackle. Yeah, there we go. So we get the push, which works. Now we can use the storm vermin to block off the front of the sideline cage. Neither of those have guard though, so we could skink cage dive this, and you know, I mean, it's a 1-die. But
do we triple dive with skinks and like make a surf?
Yeah, you could triple. I was gonna say you could triple cage dive with the skinks. It's a 3+3+3+, but then you get to a 1-die surf the rat. But where does if the problem is those are your only 3 skinks, so you don't really have another. You don't have a way to pick it up if the ball scatters somewhere.
Then just scatters like into the end zone, and the movement up rat just picks it up and scores, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, it's funny, but I don't know if it's actually good.
Well, a bit of a reprieve for Raaraar. At least he's gonna get maybe a hit or two. At least one hit with Mighty Blow, so that's nice.
Yeah, like he's got 3 right now, unless we dodge up more rats.
No,
and
there's
then
probably
plus
gonna
blitz.
be that rat dodges here, I think. Very likely.
Yeah.
Okay, trying to screen off, alright.
I think he's just trying to screen this Saurus from getting in and doing things.
He's just isolating the skinks, like, come on, skinks. Let's see
given
you
that we're
a
gonna do this,
3+3+3+, sorry.
Now we'll have to add another 3+ to that list.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is just like adding insult to injury.
Yep.
This is just like, oh my god, even
Now
the
we
GFI.
only get 1 hit.
Oh no. I'm starting to feel sad.
I felt sad since like turn 2.
Yeah, I think since the fireball, for sure, you should be sad about that result.
Playing against rats is just a miserable experience.
Yeah, go for a foul. Blitz the wrestle guy so that you have a good chance of knocking him down, and just foul with your Saurus or you with your skins. Like, do a gang foul on that guy and like be done with it. Like, okay, you're gonna win, but I'm gonna kill your one of your gutters if I can.
For the spirit of fun, I recommend the 3+, 3+, 3+, 3+, 1-die surf on the ball.
Yeah, I want to see that for sure. That would be amazing.
Dodge through, because that would get around our position, and then dodge in, and then we'd have to dodge in on the top, and then we'd have to dodge off the line rat, and then dodge into the cage. It's
one
not
of
great.
those through tackle too, so definitely pretty bad.
Yeah. Do it. I mean, if you don't do it now, you don't like you also have to make sure you. The problem is your skink. This is turn 7, so your scoring threat has to be the Saurus. So you have. I think you have to do this now. Like, you can't if you're going to do a silly cage divey thing. I think it's this turn, right?
But how many people would see that cage dive? I don't think that many people would see it.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because it is a lot of like a dodging in that I feel like
It's like
a lot of people.
It's like 4 dodges.
Yeah.
5 dodges. It's 5 3+ dodges. Yeah.
And the worst part about not doing it, you know what it is? That you probably are gonna then screen off or something like that, and then you're probably gonna get one of your skinks tackle Mighty Blow pylon.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
It really is. You could just go for the 1 3+, 1-die, but like you're pow fishing. Oh, are we doing it? This looks like we're doing it. That was the hardest set first, because that was the one that was through tackle. Oh yes!
Oh yes, I love it.
Madman, I love you.
Yes, I like it.
Do it. Yes! Get him!
Yes!
Surfed! Brilliant!
Amazing.
I'm so happy. Oh, he KO'd him too. Perfect. Game is a winner in my eyes.
Come on,
Raaraar,
Saurus pick up. Scatter into Saurus magnet hands. Come on. Oh, it's going the right way.
Oh,
that's kind of okay though. He can still try the blodge pickup, and I don't think any rat's gonna be able to.
I mean, the problem is you're getting 2 skinks surfed next turn in return for it.
Yeah, maybe the side stepper should have been one of the guys on the sideline instead.
I think so.
So at least it's only like the guy, probably the around the vermin, right? Like the ones like on top of the vermin. So at least.
Yeah.
The easy 2 dice, it's on sidestep, and then you have to set up something for the movement up to sort of the other skink.
I think you just try to pick up the ball with the Saurus, right?
Yeah.
Because the rats, like, they can get their gutter runners free really easy, and they can just still pick up and score with the ball on the floor like it is.
Funny thing is that that almost was in range of the skink to dodge through and go for the ball. The surfing skink.
9-1.
Yeah, almost was
I
there.
think you try to pick it up.
Yeah, you pick up for sure. Oh, rolls a 1 though. You had 2 rerolls, so it's fine. Nope.
Snaked. Oof.
I don't think you passed, but yeah, pickup is fine. You will be in range to score with the pickup there.
So we can surf the skink with the storm vermin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, we don't need to score now, I guess. But the gutter runner is in range. We can surf one skink with the storm vermin. We can surf another one with the gutter runner, and we could go try to pick up the ball with like the dauntless gutter runner probably.
Yeah.
You could even do something like dodge the strip ball gutter runner off the Saurus and just move him like out of Saurus range, and then go pick up the ball with the gutter runner and throw it to him. Even if you fail to catch or anything like that, it's just out of range of the lizards from doing anything. It's like part pass and part punt.
I think he's like, do I want to surf or do I want to do something else? This is the turn right now for him, which is an amazing position to be in, to be honest. He could even just like, punch 3 skinks this turn. Like surf 2 and then punch the other one. Oh, ooh. Or we just roll a double skulls right away, okay.
Now we have no rerolls.
Okay.
With how slippery the ball has been, that could be a thing.
Or just like a fail dodge. Snakes on a dodge, and that's all you need.
Skink's okay.
But if, yeah, the chaos are gonna be bad though. That's 2 skinks that need to come back with chaos.
Yeah, that's true. We need at least one. I love that he went for that surf though. That's so good. I'm so happy he did it. I'm not even entirely sure if it was the right choice, but I just absolutely love that he did it.
Well, the good thing about it was that it could get you like the ball like on a place for the Soros, though, and it actually did. True. So I don't think any other way he could have been able to be in a scoring position like he is now.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
So, okay, no surf. Looks like no surf on the other one. That was his line rat to do that. Unless he goes for the 1D at the end.
You could 1D, or you could dodge out one of the gutter runners. There's still 2 gutter runners that have 2 plus dodges out. But I feel like that's more going to be used for getting the ball.
Mm-hmm. He can. I guess the other thing, he could like dodge and blitz, or.
I think that's the gutter runner that we try to give the ball to now, but we have to pick it up still, and he was the one that was easiest in range of the ball.
Yeah, so I think the other way around was better, right?
I think so too. Maybe he's seeing something that I'm not, but I think picking up with that guy and moving the other gutter. Oh, we're gonna pick up with this guy. That makes sense.
There's a 1. Okay. Yeah, that's a pickup. Yeah, he has sure hands, so it makes sense.
Oh, I forgot he had sure hands. Yeah, there you go. It makes more sense to pick up with him instead of surf the skink. Yeah, for sure.
No dodge for this dodge though. There's still a 1. Nope.
Yeah, he's fine.
Pass.
No, do you throw it to the other gutter runner? I think you do. Yeah.
There you go. It's just easy to not roll 1s, guys. Just 1 when you have a built-in reroll, and don't roll any more 1s in the same action.
It's fine.
It's fine. You know what's gonna be like horrible? When gutter runners, at least they're not gonna be that fast, but when gutter runners do this, and they can use a reroll on the second fail dodge, a reroll on the pass, a reroll on the catch.
Yep. But they won't be able to. They won't be as good at passing, right? Because it's a new.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, the passing is worse. So.
Because the thrower has got the pass, so you might actually see Skaven players bringing throwers instead of just basically being a team of like Skaven teams in Blood Bowl 2 are basically 4 gutter runners and then everybody else that's just sort of there to be in the way of the gutter runners.
Yeah. Body bags basically, and a killer maybe.
If you get lucky and get like a really good storm vermin, maybe the storm vermin like does nice things, but for the most part, it's just 4 gutter runners and the idiots in front of them, and that's not going to really be as doable in Blood Bowl 3, I think.
We gotta hit on the ball with Asaurus though. He can even take double GFIs with tackle.
Yeah,
he wants to take the hit with the tackle guy. I don't know if I would do that since the Warriors wrestle, so it's not that bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could 3-die it. With the because the guard source you can put below the farther away guard source you put below the line rat, and then or that guard source, whichever. Yeah. And then you take the other guard source and just hit him. And so 3-die.
That's probably better.
We got
if
it.
We can get a removal, maybe this could be nice.
A really good scatter, maybe, and we could pick up with the source and throw it to another source.
So like a 5-6.
I want it.
5-6-5 probably is
terrible scatter though.
Yeah. Skink?
It's actually the worst scatter.
Okay. Skink, dodging, pass to the Guardsaurus, then handoff.
Yeah, I mean that's terrible.
You gotta try it, right? Like
I mean you do. I think
if you try that surf, I think you try this.
Yeah, I mean so it's a 3+, 4+, and then a like 4+ with an intercept, and then a 5+, and then another 5+, and then 2 2+s. It's
not 2 pluses on the end because you have had the moment to handle.
The other source.
To snoop. It looks like we are not doing that. Trying to stop the score maybe, or maybe just passing all the way. I guess that's probably better, just like doing the long bomb than doing more.
Probably. The hard part is the catch,
yeah.
so trying to not do more than one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is just passing from where you are or passing that way. I think you get the gutter runner as an intercept, right? And that's
intercept. The movement guys in range.
If you would pass the source that was in the middle, there wasn't an intercept. But that gutter runner is in a tackle zone, so I think it's still a 6, right? Or is it a 5?
5, I think. 5 in a tackle zone. I think it's 4 no tackle zone. Or 3. Maybe it's 3 no tackle zone. I don't know. I'm confused now because the last intercept I saw chances were IG5 players on a double IG5 matchup. So I think it might be 4 no tackle zones, 5 with a tackle zone for IG4. I think that's correct.
You could also pass. That's going to be just as hard though. Yeah, that's going to be harder. I mean, I think it's just pick up the ball or try to pick up the ball and give it a big ol' yeet. See what happens.
Ghost Party is
the scoring threat.
These skinks need to dodge from tackle, which is so annoying. Having to do that like straight up. Well, it works out though.
We do it. Okay, so now we have another 2 dodges. These ones do have dodge and the pickup and a GFI and a pass and a catch.
Come on, do it. Do it.
I want it. I want it bad. I want the lizards to catch up here.
That would be an amazing like 1-1. Oh no! GFI
we have a reroll though, right?
Yeah.
We do. But now we don't have a reroll for the harder parts. We got it.
Oh god, he's going for it. I think that means he's going for it. Because you know that's a really easy sack on the... Oh god, here we go. No! Once.
One.
That was actually
I mean, it was a 5+ pass, right? 6+ pass?
6+ because of the tackle zone, yeah.
Tackle zone and stunty, yeah. Oh dear.
But he rolled too many ones. At least roll the 4s and 5s so that you were like, oh, that was so close, but no. He wouldn't even have made it even if he
kudos
did the GFI.
Trying, though.
Almost, that was a close one though.
Big ups for attempting it.
He had the dice in there, but not in the right spots. He had a
You know
6
what's
and a
really
5.
annoying about all this is that the rats now have a 2+, 2+,
Yeah.
4+, 2+, 2+ to score.
Yeah, pretty easy.
The only hard part is picking up the ball. Yeah, because it's in 2 tactical zones.
And if he
You
wants, he
can
can
you-
Dauntless Blitz the Soros away.
yeah.
You either hit him. It's a red dice if you don't get the Dauntless, so it's not that bad. I think I would go for that Blitz from the floor and then pick up with the movement and hand off or pass to the other guy.
Yeah, I think you passed the other guy, so just
Wrestle-
2+ dodge him out into the end
Wrestle
zone
tackle
first.
Dauntless? Blitz from the floor? I think that I would take that.
I'm just trying to see if there's a way to like chain push this skink off to. No, the skink has,
Sidestep?
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think with sidestep.
no.
It was a pretty awesome play, but yeah,
It was so
if the
cool.
ball like landed a little bit farther forward, not so much in the middle of the pitch, that would have been great because then
Yeah.
the Goddess couldn't have been able to get all the way over there. They might have been able to base the Saurus, but then that's good for Raaraar because that means the Goddess are
to
not
punch
on a scoring place, and then he gets to punch them, right?
Yeah. I think this is a so. What is the? I want to samba this, I guess. Because it's just a 2+ with a reroll to get the scoring threat. So there's the Dauntless is really hard to figure out. But it's a 4+ Dauntless.
Yeah.
So it's if it's a 4+ to get a 1 die, where literally any result is good, is a 69%. Oh, we don't have a reroll, so it's 41. Guess we're not doing that. But so the other thing is now we just have a 4+, 2+, right?
Yeah.
Like without, so it's instead of having to roll a 1 die, it's a 2 die, or it's a 2+ where we have a built-in reroll. So I think this is better because either way we would have to do a 4+, right? Either the 4+ Dauntless or this 4+.
Yeah, I think.
And this is
since
with
he's
sure hands as well.
Yeah.
Yep,
Easy as
easy.
oh my god, rats.
Didn't even need sure hands. 2+, 2+.
Oh my god, rats. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's what I get for picking a game with rats.
Yep.
I thought
when you play
rats
with rat,
versus
it feels pretty-
lizards. It's like a decent matchup. It's like an interesting one, I think. But not
it
like
just feels
this.
so bad playing against the rats when you try so hard, you try so hard to like come up with good plays to like maximize your like possibility of getting something to work. And you're like, well, this is what I have to do. I've got to roll this like 3+3+ like long bomb pass to see if I can score. And then the rats are like, haha, it didn't work. Watch me roll 2s. It doesn't matter what you do. All I have to do is roll 2s. It's just really frustrating as the non-rat coach.
Yeah.
And I understand the weaknesses, right? Like the linemen are pretty useless. Like they're, armor 7 and agi 3, so you can't really dodge them away like you could with elf linemen. But if you don't break armor on them, then it doesn't matter, right? There's been not enough removals for it to make a difference before you've just outscored them. So like the removals have to come early and they have to come fast. If
Yeah.
that weakness is to actually be considered a weakness. Like by the time you get to turn 12 and if line rats start dying then, like it doesn't matter. The game's already over.
Yeah.
So who cares that it's a weakness? Because the weakness doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, it has to be like on the first 4 turns, like you delete the rats and that's it. If it doesn't
Yep,
come like on
another-
the first turns and they get like those stupid plays to work, then you are just sad.
Yeah, so now Scytalen has a couple options you can go for.
I think if you're Raaraar, you like slam all the Soros on the line, right? Or like one away
maybe.
from the line. So you can like push the Soros like super hard into the rats.
Yeah, I think he's worried about getting like 1 turned or 2 turned, but even then, that doesn't really matter. Like it's not like this isn't really great against defending against a natural 1 turner anyway. Scytalen can either like just pick up the ball and just stall for as long as he feels like it, and even if he gives up a score, it's still 2-1, and as long as he just wastes 8 turns, he wins. So you could just, it'd be super boring, but you could just sit in the corner for very long.
Yeah,
And then
just
even if you give up a score, you still win, because then it goes to your drive again and you just do it again.
Yeah.
And then you win 2-1. You could also just aim to like 2-turn here and go up 3-0. And then you're way better on defense, especially if that's strip ball, and you just try to make it awkward for the Lizards to score quickly, and then we're in like a 3-0 or a 3-1 or a 4-1 situation. Because fouling like line rats doesn't do anything. Like removing a line rat and the chance of losing one of your only players that's capable of like picking up the ball is not worth it. And there was never an opportunity to foul a gutter runner, because Scytalen is doing really good at keeping them safe.
I think he got like 2 hits. Apart from the surf, he got like 2 hits on gutters, and neither of them were knocked down, so kind of hard to foul them when they're standing.
And fouling a line rat doesn't do anything.
No.
Like if you were, if I was like undead or necro or like Bretonians or anything with like linemen you didn't care about, then I'd be fouling anything that hit the floor. But with like, there are 3 players on this team that are capable of like picking up the ball, right? So like if you lose one of them, you suddenly have so few options for trying to score. It's not great.
If maybe fouling with Asaurus could have been okay, but that also feels bad.
It feels so bad, and that's a big brain play that most people would have a hard time justifying, I think.
Yeah, nothing is great, Frico. That's the problem with this match. Like nothing like you do is great.
Nope. You have to do the least bad thing and hope the rats fail something, pretty much.
Yeah. But so far the rats get their 4+ pickups and passes and everything working, so...
Extra reroll for the Lizards might help a little bit.
Nah, I don't think... this is like way too tough. Like, he needs to get like super lucky. With like really... Because like you said, right? Like, this guy gets the ball, goes to the end zone. Unless like Scytalen goes aggressive and fails something here aggressively, then maybe the Lizards have a chance.
Yeah, so Scytalen can either play ultra defensive here and just sort of hide in the corner and just say, come at me, and then run around the Lizards. Or he could like blitz one of these Saurus out of the way and then just like, you know, try to 2-turn basically by pushing his team through.
Mm-hmm.
And then it doesn't matter what the Lizards do, they can kill your entire team. If you're up 3-0, they're not going to win.
Nope.
So it looks like that's what we're aiming for, which I think is probably the right idea. And it's definitely the rat idea. It's definitely the thing a rat coach would do.
Yeah.
Score quickly, score often.
Yeah, I definitely snowball off the bad luck. To be fair, only mistake I think Raaraar did was that first turn.
Yeah, he just did. I think he needed to either reroll that pickup or, you know, put a skink on the ball or something first, just so it was slightly more difficult for the rats to, like, just so there was more response. And it's just that's the problem, right? I think I talked about this right at the start, is if you are ever on the back foot, if like you don't have the initiative against Skaven, you probably lose.
Mm-hmm.
You need to stay ahead of them the whole time, and that just until they start running out of resources, the way to stay ahead of them is to not fall behind. So you have to play really, really, really safe. And I think that first turn is really the only thing that we can complain about too much, and that's really well done by like Scytalen to stay ahead, certainly, and Raaraar has put up a great fight, but falling behind, especially that early, makes it really hard.
Yeah, for sure, Scytalen knows the proper way to play the rats. He's doing the right moves, keeping the right momentum towards what he needs to do, and then Raaraar really trying hard. He's done basically everything he can do after that first turn to try to keep that moment, try to take back that momentum, but he hasn't been able to.
Yeah, as much as I complain about rats, it's all in good fun, right? Scytalen is certainly playing very well, and I'm not. I mean nothing bad against him. Certainly, I'm just
you have to be
is off the rats.
The thing about rats, like good rat coaches, you have to be very aware of like positioning and when to base and where to base. so that you actually get like full control of what you can do with rats, right?
Yep.
Like it's
Yeah,
very
exactly.
important, like getting those players spread out around, getting those positions that give you put your opponent into a bad spot, having to spread around themselves, and then knowing when and where to base your vermin and your line rats to make that even worse.
Yeah, there's upsides and downsides to playing players like gutter runners, right? Like they're absolutely incredible, and you can do so much with them. But when your team is basically the gutter runners, if you are not good at positioning the gutter runners to take advantage of what they're good at, or if you like let them get hit and they die, suddenly your whole team collapses, right? So you have to make sure you're very good positionally to get the gutter runners spread out in positions where they're useful and can do useful things and can respond. Like we've almost never seen a turn where Scytalen didn't have like a gutter runner in range of the ball and the end zone and like wherever the ball could end up, right? They're spread out
Yeah.
well, and they're both spread out and protected, which is hard to do, and he's doing it really well.
Did he need to go this far forward? I guess it doesn't matter much. But maybe some skink like plays could work here. Wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I mean you could couple 3+s one die, but you're pow fishing still.
You could 2-die.
With some more dodges, yeah, right? Yeah. It's a lot of dodges, though.
This is easier than the surf though.
That's true. If you're willing to do the surf, why not willing to do this? I mean, so you mark up the storm vermin so that he's not an assist. The problem is that forward gutter runner is adding more dodges. So 3+, 3+, 3+ to get the assist, and then 3+, 3+, 3+, one die. Like, so it's what, 6 3+s, but all of them and 2 of them are through tackle.
Do you need to go through tackle? I don't think so, right? You can go from like the guard and lineman.
So there's the gutter runner with tackle in the way, right?
No,
like, to dodge the skinks through.
No, you go through like the tackle zones for the guard and the lineman. Yeah, 3+, 3+, 3+. Get the assist. Base the storm vermin with the Saurus. That's nice. Gets the base on the gutter with tail, and then 3+, 3+, blitz. Fish for the pow. And then you can maybe I don't know how you get the other
10, movement 9-1
and pick up the ball and then base.
I wouldn't
base the other pieces.
Given that you need to score and you need to turn over and you need to turn over quickly. Like I don't hate it.
And you need to turn over twice, take. So that's the worst part about this. Like not only you need to turn over rats, you have to do it twice.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't expect anybody to do it because that's a lot of dodges that not a lot of coaches I think would be willing to try, but I don't think it's a bad idea.
Because like basing the ball doesn't do anything, right?
Not here.
This gives him more hits though, so I guess that's something, but I don't think now it's the time to get removals on line rats anymore.
We could go base the ball with the guy who just blitzed.
Yeah, but I don't think that does much.
Yeah, but it's free. Like you can just do it.
He's gonna put sidestep on the ball. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe he can get the movement in and like get sidestep on both sides.
Yeah, maybe.
Wouldn't be the worst idea. It's just like a couple of 3+s instead of like 6, like we were asking for.
Yeah, and then he could the guy running could still 3+, 2+ out, or he could just 4+ pass it.
Yep.
If you want to just pass to the other gutter runner, for example, even in 2 tackle zones.
That's fine. He's gonna probably base the other gutter on the back with the Saurus. And then base the lineman with the others. No? Okay. Trying to I don't think that was necessary. I would probably just base the lineman with that guy. 9 rat. I don't think he needs to cover that like dodging through that side. I don't think that's gonna happen
Probably
with any of those 3 guys.
Okay, so we get the sidestep on the ball.
Dodge to a sandwich, maybe?
You're gonna need to do another one though,
Yeah.
because even after all this, the rats have a 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+, 2+ to score.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely 100% needs to sandwich this gutter to have like a small chance of maybe something happening. Because you notice
Yeah.
this is like super easy for the rats.
Yeah, the rats can dodge out the gutter. Well, actually, that's a 3+ dodge because of the tail. Forgot about the tail. That makes it worse. That makes it harder. The rats are probably unlikely to attempt the score now, but it makes it very easy for them to get safe.
Yeah.
Still.
Doesn't change like Raaraar's bad situation. That's the thing, right?
No.
It's
Like
just
we
like
could dodge out the
stalling for
wrestle
free.
gutter runner, move him to like behind the line rat, and then like just go give him the ball, and then we just switch sides because that line rat is over there and can be a screen.
Yeah. Yeah, you screen over there on the left. Yeah, I like that idea. With movement 10, you can go all the way around.
Yep.
Okay. Going for hits.
We could do that too, because we have the option to get a hit in here. That does free up a line rat, which could then... I don't know what the line rat does, though. It could help... No, I don't know what you do with the line rat. You could try to blitz... You could try to blitz the sidestep skink. If you get lucky and knock him down, then you have the score play is back on, but you're going to have to knock him down.
Now he wants to get this
sidestep.
vermin to a claw eventually. For the playoffs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or maybe not, because he then will have pylon on that. I'm sad. Rats make me sad.
Could dodge out, or we don't even have to dodge. So like gruff that line rat could now hit, could 2-die that skink that's kind of in the way, and even with I think no, we're gonna hit the skink on the ball. Okay,
Not good enough.
Too. We could sidestep and stay on the ball.
Yeah.
If we were lucky and got the skink, the middle skink, like down, the couple 2+s to score play was back on.
If there's a time for the biggest enemy of rats to come in, it should be this turn.
What's the biggest
snakes.
enemy of rats?
Snakes.
That's true. It'd have to be big enough snakes, though. Small snakes
On
on
the-
mice, like baby mice and stuff.
Well, if this snake can eat this dodge from this gutter runner, he actually has a chance to pick up with this skink and try to score. He's probably gonna get sacked on the next turn though, but because he cannot score this turn, so that's a bit of a problem. I thought he was in range, but he's not. That's sad.
No. He's sidestep. We could probably, depending on where they're... we could potentially engineer a chain push.
Maybe, yeah. Especially with that. That helps for the chain push. You punch the vermin to the...
The storm vermin could, fill in a hole too.
And then blitz. Get someone around, like the other skink around and blitz. But that also means that this is a snake on the ball carrier, so... let's wait and see if that happens.
Yeah, let's see where this ball carrier goes.
But there's the makings of it are there.
Go
no.
Where he's gonna be like safe from the skink. Yeah, so here's the movement 10, just like leave play, right?
Yeah. And
although I mean, do you 5+ Saurus dodge and just do that? Because I think I would.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens
actually,
with this.
You could 3+ skink dodge and 1 diet, but it's pow fishing.
Just feels bad that this team doesn't have like enough tackle to deal with, which is a problem, I guess, for lizards.
Yeah.
You're usually not gonna have enough tackle to deal with like others.
No, and most of the tackle will end up on Saurus, and Saurus can be outranged by the gutter runners or like screened off because they're so low agi. Like if they're marked up on a line rat, the tackle doesn't matter because it's just going to be hitting a line rat all game. Oh, There's the dodge. That dodge worked. So we could have gone for the score play because we got off the Kroxigor 4+.
This is definitely has become a game of. Let's think about the world, like the best possible really bad play that Raaraar can do, so that maybe he can get something going.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the rats
like,
just do the same like amount of dice for free.
Pretty much since like turn 3, Raaraar has been a spot where he's had to like try weird things that we have to hope work out, and they just never have. Failed the Storm Vermin dodge, but I don't think it really does anything.
No.
Considering the reroll, apparently. Feel like not to. So we could 3+ dodge off the skink and then 1 die the ball with the GFI, but it's a 1 die where we're pow fishing. We could also just 5+ dodge the Saurus and try to 2 die the Gutter Runner. I don't actually know which is better.
We can actually 3+ the skink out and then 5+ the Saurus out to get a 3 die, right?
That might actually be the best one. So what?
I think that might be the play. First, you probably want to put your Crocs again on the forward gutter.
Dowie. It is an honor.
Hello, oh, that was fast. Welcome everyone. Welcome Sword and everyone. We are trying to see if Raaraar can do anything about rats and fail at it.
So far, no. The answer is no. If you're willing to use a reroll, the 3+5+3 die is at 28%.
Oh, God.
The 3+1 die, the 3+1 die is 27%, so that's worse. The straight up 5+2 die is 24%. So I think what you said is the best, where you do the 3. That's really hard to see though. It's like a % better, but if you dodge out the skink to mark the rat and then dodge out the Saurus to 3 die the rat, it's your best chance of
I play
getting
dwarf, so I need to like dodge players a lot of times to like catch up and put tackle on things, so so that it works. So and like this place is also good because you also force again like a blitz or something on the skink, so you can get the skink to base the ball and then do the hard play from the dodge. So it's also a better state of failure after the dodge of the Saurus. So.
I mean, it's still unlikely, right? It's like 28% or something, but it's a chance. And given that you're 2-0 down and it's the rat drive, you've got to make a risky play to try to catch up somewhere. Otherwise, you're definitely just going to lose it. I hope we go for it. It looks like the way we're playing the rest of the turn makes me think like we are, because we're like sort of marking up rats in case we fail and making 2 dies and stuff.
He did burn the 1 there, so that's nice.
All of the options there, like the 5+2 die, the 3+1 die, and the 3+5+3 die, are within like a % or 2 of each other in terms of success. So it doesn't really matter which one he does.
That was a 6 and a 5 though, right there.
That could have been it.
And a 5 again after that, and then a 1. So if the next roll is a 6, then the next it will have been a knockdown.
Results-based analysis
or something like that. Yeah, something dice. No. Okay. Well,
so we could.
That was a 6. Oh
no. No. It is worth noting for those of you just getting here that at one point there was the triple skinks. There was a triple skink cage dive surf on a sideline cage, and it worked. And that was really fun. I cheered about that pretty seriously. But it was like dodge 2 skinks in to cover the sideline cage spots, so that we could
GFI
do
was
another
cage
6 dive in to surf the gutter runner.
He had like, apart from that one dodge 1, he had really good dice to maybe get this.
Yeah, there were 6s in there, but none of them came at the time.
So 6 on the 3+ dodge, 5 on the 5+ dodge. Then 5, 1, and 6 on the blitz. That was the play. It was right there. It was right there, Steak. No.
It's
I
a
called
terrible
it.
way to look at it, but
It doesn't matter, but I called it, and it was right there. You have to take
technically
it.
it could have worked if you did it at the exact right time because you knew when you were going to get what dice. Like if you could magically see the dice seed, it would have worked, I guess.
Yeah.
But no human being can do that.
Yeah, I know. But to be fair, the most consistent coaches usually go for can actually see those higher 0.1% plays or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it was like a couple percent better to have the dodge to make it a 3 die. And I think the big reason for that, the only reason for that really is because you're POW fishing. If you had like tackle or there wasn't block or something, the 1 die or
It's
even just the 5+2 die would have been better. But the only reason why this worked out this way is because specifically POW fishing. So it's not a common situation.
To be fair though, he probably would get the POW. He wouldn't have movement to pick up the ball, and then the Gore will just pick up and score, or like pick up and pass or something.
Even if you
score.
made it was like a 3+ for the gutter runner to leave anyway. Like it's not really.
You already did like a couple of 4+ pickups with that gutter runner anyway, so.
Yeah, the sure hands has come in handy. I say that, but I don't think he's ever actually used the sure hand.
Nope.
He's tried to pick up a lot of like 4+ with that gutter runner because it's the right choice to try to pick up the sure hands. He's just never needed it.
Oh, this.
Okay.
Good thing I don't have to cast another game after this, because this is crushing my soul. Yeah, crushing my soul. Because like to be fair, Raaraar has been trying really hard and actually making trying those plays and going for like correct decisions. Like even if that was not like the +2% whatever play that was the other one, that was a good play. Like he did like the things in a good order and everything right. Just not getting that like last little thing to actually work.
There's still a chance here, right? Like the rats are pretty based up. They're gonna have to dodge to make this ball anything like safe still.
Yeah.
And if they fail something, the lizards have a lot of hits they can get in return here. So there's a chance that they could if the lizards can like turn over this turn
and kill that
then they
bunch of rats.
turn.
Yeah.
Then suddenly we're at 2-2, right? It's not out of reach, but it really requires the rats to like either fail something here or for the lizards to have a good next turn, I think.
I feel like he would need to like sack the ball and also kill a couple of rats, because if not, like the sack on the next like setup, it's gonna be really tough to actually get there.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the main thing, like having to go around and like reach like run or after the gutter and sack the ball again and then get another score. It's really tough.
We have a 2+2 die right now, unless we do something about that Saurus. And in fact, we have a 2+3 die if we want to use the skink as an assist, like we talked about before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, we can even do a GFI with the movement 9 skink to be the assist, and then we could use the one near the end zone to recover the ball afterwards, or the other way around. You could use the movement 9 one to pick up depending where it scatters. With the rats, the ball is negligibly safe here. That was hard to say.
I think the movement has to GFI though to assist, so probably better to do it with the other guy.
Yeah, this still doesn't do it.
Nope.
We need another one.
4+3+ lion rats.
We have a single GFI to 3-die the ball right now.
Actually, if he tries that, that's even worse. He needs to do 3+. I didn't realize that was free, but he needed to dodge. So yeah, there we go. There's still a chance again with 5+ maybe.
We could 2-die with 2 GFIs using the skink now, but I don't think we can. The only way we can 3-die it is if we do the 5+.
No. I think there's an option here. Oh no, that's not good enough. because of the Saurus on the ground. I thought there was a push play here with the Crocs
Block.
push into the guard and then push down to get the push play on the line rat so that you get the Saurus Snoop free up. But the problem is that the push you would want there, it would be where Cube is on the ground, so that doesn't
That
work.
gutter runner, like this, we were talking about this before, like Scytalen being very good at positioning the gutter runners in useful places. That gutter runner is in exactly the correct spot.
Yeah.
He is two, like that gutter runner, that line rat, and that other gutter runner are making it so that all three Saurus that are nearby this ball, if they don't want to roll dodges, are exactly 1 square away, right?
Yep.
That bottom Saurus, the bottom Saurus, if you wanted to run around the bottom, is 9 squares to hit the ball. If you block with the Croxagore on the like Storm Vermin up here, and you get a knockdown to free up that other Saurus that's on the Storm Vermin, and then you block the Line Rat with the Storm Vermin, it's exactly 9 squares to run around the top and get to the Gutter Runner. If that Gutter Runner is 1 square down or 1 square up, either the Saurus on top or the Saurus on bottom could reach. So like these 3 rats are quite literally perfectly positioned to stop the Saurus 3-die.
So many to like, sorry, Viking Cup.
We can
No refunds.
we can do something like we can still try to free up the Saurus, use the GFIs to mark the ball, and then 2-die with the skink. But as we saw, like the a 2-die with POW fishing is not amazing. But we do have 4 rerolls, so like if we block the Storm Vermin and get him down, block the Line Rat, get him down, you can move the guard in, or you can never mind. We just snake eyes, so it doesn't matter what we do.
Oh no, yeah.
It doesn't matter because we snake. I want the rats to snake, damn it. I still have my Nurgle team, but I think Unseen Walker is re-rolling, right?
No.
No, you're still playing. So we both have our teams. There you go.
I'm still gonna play my team. I have my runners, so I'm happy with it. It's not the best, but I can rebuild. Like I have like 4 guard and like 2 really good runners, so.
I know the feeling. The problem is you get addicted to it. And it's like, I can rebuild, and I've been like, I can rebuild for the last 4 seasons. And we're finally getting to the place where my team isn't garbage anymore. But
the difference though is I already rebuilt once, pretty successfully, so.
I didn't. I've been trying. And I average like a death a game. That's really silly. I have like 70 or 80 dead players on my team.
I just think like it's dumb to reroll now, especially with Blood Bowl 3 coming. Like we don't know what's gonna be the state of the league after that, so might as well try to get my runner to legend.
That's fair.
Ball carrier, and then
if Rebel moves to Blood Bowl 3, I will have played only 1 team ever in all of Rebel Blood Bowl 2 history, which is kind of fun.
Me too. Then I can do Rage Dwarf Reloaded on Blood Bowl 3.
Angrier, dwarfier.
And bring back the originals, the more inspired names, because now the team doesn't kind of lacking names, actual cool names. So. And maybe that's why they don't do so well anymore. They're like the bottom of the pile of the dwarf clan, like the last guys that are still alive. All the good,
dragging people out of the lines, throwing them onto the Blood Bowl field. Like, we're running out of dwarves. You gotta play. I don't know enough about Blood Bowl 3 to actually know what team will be good in it. I know what people have complained about on Discord, and that's about it.
Well, it's basically dwarves are the same. And they get... Do they not what?
I thought they had like Brawler or something instead of...
No, that's on the Old World Alliance dwarves.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. No, they're basically same, just I think runners are 5k more expensive. They are not gonna be good at passing and stuff like that, but you don't usually do that anyways.
Runners are not very good at passing right now.
Yeah, but they're gonna be worse, so I guess that's a thing. They're like 2 turns and stuff like that are gonna be pretty like impossible now with dwarves, so that's a thing. And then the roller is really good, so there's a question there that you could actually use the roller because of argue the call and +2 a dirty player now on the roller.
Oh, okay.
So
Plus
you get,
two. That
yeah,
makes sense. Giant steamroller with spikes on it. It should have more damage from the dirty
yeah.
player foul.
And with argue the call, it's not too bad because you can argue the call on the foul and on the send off.
Oh yeah.
So it makes it way better now. So there's an argument to actually use a roller now. I don't know if I will. I still on defense on it, but there's actually a decent now argument of rostering it.
Well, the way things are going right now, your like turn 2 prediction of I think the Rats are going to win 3-0 is coming true.
I've been in this position before. It happened to me this season against Superfed. I couldn't pick up the ball. I lost 3-0. That's just what happens when you don't pick up the ball against Rats.
Yeah,
Just like
failed to pick up turn 1, lose the game 3-0.
yeah.
There we go.
And apart from that, it has happened to me multiple times against Rats with Dwarfs.
It depends on how well the Rats stall here. Like if the Rats stall till turn 16, right, they win 3-0. But if they score, the Lizards could still 2-turn.
Yeah.
It's harder without their good skink that just failed his dodge. But they could 2-turn, and then the Rats could 1-turn or something. We end up 4-1 or 3-1 as well. But
Did the skin get hurt though? I didn't see what. I think it was just badly hurt, right? Okay, so at least Raaraar is gonna come out with two couple of really good levels on the Crocs and the Mighty Blossaurus. So he can get now break tackle on that guy, and that's gonna be really strong on 50 or 50 or.
I'm gonna
50.
have to like straight up pick a new team for Blood Bowl 3 because neither of the teams that I play are in it, right? Nurgle or Undead aren't in it. Right?
Are ogres confirmed for the base Blood Bowl 3? I don't think so, right?
I have no idea, but I'm like, no matter what, I'm gonna have to pick a new team.
Nurgle are, yeah, Nurgle
Nurgle
are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Nurgle
Well,
are.
play Nurgle then. Great.
They have
Problem
like really small, not Beast of Nurgle now. It's like a little like chubby thing, weird thing.
Is it the same? I think it's the same model as the actual
Yeah.
Blood Bowl model.
Yeah. The one on the tabletop. I think it's like a Rod Spawn or
slug.
something like that called.
Yeah,
something
Ross
like that.
Spawn. And then bloaters, I think, are the warriors or whatever.
Yeah, I like the changes to like the rest of the team, but not that much on the beast, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, when they first came out with the current models, like people in Discord were like being grumpy about how they hated them. Like, I think they're fine. Like I like all of them except for the Beast of Nurgle. I have nothing against any other ones. People seem to hate them, and I didn't really get it because I thought they were fine.
Yeah, I like the Pestigors being like all deformed and stuff. So that makes more
I
sense.
tend to like GW models in general. Like I've a lot of the like alternate teams and stuff that people link as being like these models are really cool. I see those and don't like them. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just like a GW fanboy or something. I don't really mean to be, but I just happen to like the way their models are styled, I guess.
The thing, look, is that dwarves are pretty solid. Like they already were pretty solid, and now they didn't change, so they're still pretty solid. And with the changes to the meta of like leaping and passing, it makes like the changes, like overall changes, work better for dwarves. Like they makes them stronger instead of like hurting them that much compared to other teams that it hurts them. So that's the argument there. Dwarves are basically still the same though. They're gonna play the same. They're gonna be the same type of build. I guess the only argument, you're not gonna be able to get any like crazy runners usually because you probably don't want to. You cannot afford getting plus strength on any dwarf player because you don't want to bloat up as dwarves too much. So there's not gonna be any long beards with strength or like runners with strengths which can make a dwarf team go like over the top. They're still gonna get their card and all that stuff, so it is fine. Also, apparently guard works for fouls. I don't know if that's right or not right. I heard that the other day. I'm not sure about that, but if that works for guard works for foul, then definitely pick the dead roller.
We can chain push the gutter runner off the Saurus or off the Croxagore, but I think it might just be better to roll the 3+ dodge because it's got a reroll. But you could blitz this bottom Saurus if you fill in the square next to the Croxagore. You could blitz the bottom Saurus and then push the line rat into the gutter runner and push him off. But I think it's an uphill is the best way you're going to do that unless you throw in more dodges or something. So I think just 3+ is better.
Yeah. Does Raaraar have anyone else he can like level or something like that? Because might be the point of start trying to think about that. Maybe like a Saurus pickup score. Doesn't look like it. I guess you could try to level Method if he scores now.
This lets us also just 2-die the Croxagore off, I guess, given that the Crox has no stand firm or anything. That is better. So do we score now, or it's going to be hard to
stall.
It's going to be hard to do it easily. Yeah. So I think we're just scoring.
You could have stalled with one dodge there, because like there was no one that could come around apart from the Croxagore, and he had to dodge. So
stalled, but there's not much reason to, I don't think.
No, there's no reason to do it. Because he also had a bunch of players based up, right? So that was just like, I'm gonna stall so you can kill my players. So no point in doing that.
Yeah.
Guard Goder stays out so that he can stay alive for the next round.
The Skink comes back, which is good. So like the 2-turn is potentially on the table.
Yeah, well, this one's all but over, I think.
I mean, it's been fairly over since about turn 3.
Well,
there was like 1 or 2 chances here or there. Could have turned the tables to put us back in contention, but none of them ever worked out, sadly.
It felt over after the fireball, but to be fair, Raaraar did make a really good chance of like not making it over like multiple times. So definitely props to him. Like the crazy silent surf that was amazing, and he got the ball where he wanted. Sadly, he couldn't get the 5+ pickup. If he could have got that 5+ pickup, the game would have been completely different. Yeah, I feel like the level up system is the only thing I don't like that much.
I mean, I probably don't like it for reasons that other people would think are silly. Right? Like, I know a lot of people have complained about it because they're like, oh, you can guarantee that you get your like killer really fast, or you can guarantee to get your like movement up rat, or you can guarantee to get your block big guy or whatever, right? And I think it's less about that, and I think it's just not as fun. Like, I think rolling the random skills is fun.
Exactly.
Then you get excited when something happens.
That's exactly my same problem, Stick. Like making it so that it becomes a min-max game where like everyone wants to take like the same skills all the time. Before that, there was like the chances of rolling like the startups, no, right? And then making your team be weird, get like a 3 Agi up chaos team that like works more as an Agi team than as a like a bash team. So that type of stuff is gonna be completely out of the way unless someone really like goes for that like mentally, like, oh, I want to make a chaos Agi team, so I'm gonna save up for these startups and do this stuff. Like it's gonna have that possibility too, like of doing those options, but it's not gonna be very common though. It's gonna be way less common now than now, which was not that much either.
People are saying like they don't like it because they think it'll make like the meta stale or whatever, but I don't even really care about that. I think it's just less fun, which is the big thing, right? Like I play this for fun, and I think it's less fun, so therefore it's not a good choice to me because it's not very fun. I think the random, it's just exciting, right?
Yeah.
And there's
roll your dice. Yes, I got a double. I got a double 6. I can get strength up. Yes, that's really fun. That's not gonna happen anymore. You're gonna have to say, oh, do I need to save up 30 XPP and like to get my strength up? Should I do it? Do I have enough TV to do that? It becomes more of that type of thing, right?
Well, yeah, and you can like, and it's you can plan your team ahead of time.
To be silly, yeah.
Well, like you could just be like, here is the team that I want when it's 2000 TV, and you could just get that.
Yeah.
Because you could just know exactly how much SPP you need to save up to get that, and then that takes away so much fun for me. because a lot of the fun of the game is like developing your players and seeing where they end up and having fun that way. But it's being like, my team can look like that, and as long as nobody dies, it will. I might as well not play, because I know that the team can get there, because you can just choose whatever skills you want.
Yeah, it's the same reason why like games like Darkest Dungeon have like the random like illnesses and like traits, and like also XCOM. Like all the games have things like that, right? To make it like a little bit more extra spice of like randomness there, and like make every player like their own, instead of like everyone being cookie cutter. I guess is the word.
Like, I might as well just not play, because it takes like the fun is just gone, because I know what the team will, because you can just pick it ahead of time. There's some other things that people complained about. Like, I don't play CCL, so I don't really care, but people like CCL type people were complaining, like, since you can take random skills, but they're cheaper, like people will just take random skills to and then re-roll the team if they don't get the right random skill.
And Norse are gonna be disgusting with that, because Norse can just take a random normal. Like you get like so many. There's some players that get really good options with a random skill.
And if you don't get the right one, you just re-roll the team and start over, like people do in CCL.
Or fire that player
or whatever,
like,
right?
If you have players that you can fire, if you don't get the right skill, you just fire them and buy another one and do the same.
You get super TV efficient teams with all the exact same skills, but it's like 400 TV cheaper because you pick them all randomly, right? Like, so that seems silly to me too. It's just less fun. Like, I lose so much interest in it when I have to pick the skill rather than it just being random. Oh, we get the knockdown, so we can sidestep. We have to sidestep in front. So does this? Is this? That's not a movement skink, right? So the knockdown here. Oh, we want the push. We took the push. Good. I'm being silly. I was thinking about Blood Bowls. So now we can get another push, and that's. We still need 2 more though, right?
If Raaraar can make it somehow a 3-3 game, I would be like super impressed.
So
I don't think the odds are like more than like a 2%, but like 1%. But it could be pretty cool if he actually manages to get this one turn and then sack the ball fast. Like maybe a blitz or something could make the things like amazing. That's a possibility. Like he is playing to get this win. Like all game he has been playing to like make it better. Like even 3-0 down, he's still trying to turn the odds in his favor. So big props to him.
Yeah, I mean it's not likely, but he's trying. He has never given up. I'm very happy about that. I dislike when people just sort of start losing and then just sort of give up and like end turn in the corner. Like I understand why people do it. It's just not fun. Back to my fun argument. It's just not fun, and that's what's important. Yeah, we can still do this, right?
He needs 2 more pushes.
No, we can't do this, can we? We didn't. We shouldn't have blocked with the guard source up there. We've missed another. We've missed one.
Yeah, he might need to like somehow.
It's already blitzed. You can't do it, right? Or can you?
Push
him sideways. You have to push him sideways first.
And like push the skin with a Soros first?
No, I'm not very good at... No, I don't think you can do this. I'm not very good at 1-turns, but I'm pretty sure you can't do this. No.
Maybe push with the lineman at the end. Get a knockdown here, get a Soros around, and push with the lineman. I think that's the play.
Yeah, you can push with the Croxagor.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you could do that.
I think that's the only way he can do this now.
Yeah, so you push the skink behind the Saurus, and then you have to run another Saurus around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to GFI, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another GFI, and then you can fill that square and then block with the Croxagor.
Yeah, that's the play. At least it's a 3 dice one. It is a Croxagor. Oh,
God damn it!
Fucking Croxagor. Oh, sorry about the cursing, but this guy. There's been a couple of turns that could have been really good, but then he just boneheads in those like really crucial ones.
So close. We almost had that.
Well, he saw it, so props to him. Like,
Yeah,
to be
well
fair.
done to spot that. I mean, a lot of people are like, you can't do this, me included, and then he realized that you could use that last liner to push too.
Yeah. Oh, you're just gonna try to get the pass on the 5 SPP skin? Handoff and
Well,
pass?
we picked up on the 3 SPP skink, so
Handoff and pass, I guess.
maybe.
Because, like, I don't think you care now about this game after this. I think that was his last chance. I don't think he's gonna get a chance to actually win here. Foul the line rat. Foul your Croxigor. This makes me so sad. Like the worst part is like every time that Raaraar has tried something, it's just like
It just not worked.
no, it works, but the last like single part, right? The surf worked. He got the ball over there, didn't pick up with the Soros. On this one, gets all the pushes, sees the other play, gets to make it correct, doesn't get gets a bonehead on the Croxigor. Like, it's just really demoralizing. Like when it like you almost get there, but you don't never get there. It sucks so much.
Yeah, you know, you fail the pickup, or like the dodge works, and then you fail the pickup, or the dodge works, and you don't get the POW, or the Croxigor bonehead, so you don't get the last push. Like, it's all so annoying.
I think he's gonna POW this guy. I don't know. Okay, no, he is. Okay.
Yep, there it is.
My poor soul cannot take much of this anymore.
No. Oh, we even get the KO.
God. Oh,
That's the story. Like that, those 2 turns are the story of this game. You know, Raaraar tries a thing, it almost works, it fails. Then the rats like roll a dodge and just make it work. It's to be fair. I mean, Scytalen has definitely played it really well.
Yeah,
that's a. It's just a little bit of. I'm sure the rat coaches out there can understand how this would be frustrating for the. I'm still really impressed by like the exact positioning of the screen a couple turns ago over here, where there were 3 Saurus that all would have been able to blitz the ball, and because of the like that there's 3 players put in the exact right spot by Scytalen, and all of them were 1 square too far away. Which
for sure.
I think that was really impressive.
I think I could say that I think this is probably the most solid positioning I've seen from like both coaches in a game that I have casted, at least. Like super solid positioning from like both of them. Like apart from that like first turn, I guess that first turn was the only thing, and it definitely snowballed from there for Raaraar, but that's the only thing I could say.
Is leveled as well.
Yeah, he's gonna get 2 really good levels. I think he probably should try this pass now. Or
I mean, yeah, you might as well just aim for SPP at this point, right? So
he's gonna try to kill. Okay, SPP with the other guy. Fair enough. Yeah, go for the pass. Then you score with the other skink, and then you get 2 levels on skinks. Oh no, the other skink is done. Or it's out. It's KO. You get KO. Okay. Well, you can still pass with this skink and get your level there.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give it a shot.
Or score, I guess.
Yeah, either one. I'd probably try the pass.
Yeah. And then score with the sidestepper so that he can get more SPP and get closer to 31. There we go.
There we go.
Oh no! Catch it, you Thomas! There you go.
Oh, yeah, you got it. Good.
Well, he's gonna go into the next season with a really solid Lizard team, so there's that. And a great show on this game. I didn't see his last game, last round, but great show from Raaraar on this match. Really unfortunate. But that's the life against Skaven. One little thing can just lose you the game sometimes.
I mean, the rats have no incentive to do anything other than just hit end turn here, I think. You could probably hide the gutter runners in the corner if you really want
Yeah,
to.
I think you protect your gutters on the left side. You can like protect your good players. You have a Vermin and a guard lineman that can screen them off. That's fine.
Yep,
Can
we
this
don't-
guy get there? Yeah, he can. Yeah.
Yeah, just protect the players and say, here you go, you can score if you want. We'll be 3-1.
Well, there's still a chance for your 4-1.
That's true. Only if the Lizards score now, though.
If not, it's gonna stay right in the middle between our predictions.
Yeah. Take the both down. Yeah.
Almost got him. Got the armor break. So. Oh, that was the other way around. Sorry, I thought that was the king. Oh no, the king took the boat down. No, the rats did. I don't know. My brain.
The rat took the both down.
Yeah.
We can get a couple blocks on this line rat back here before we do things.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Bonk. Hey,
Ooh.
more SPP for the Killersaurus.
That's always nice. That guy's gonna be great. Now that he's gonna be break tackle.
Yeah. Muddy blow tackle, block break tackle. Nice safety, and really good blitzer. Could also make, there's a bunch of arguments you could make there, I think, but I mean, if you were rolling red, you'd take Frenzy, because he's a crazy person.
Yeah, I think probably break tackle is the best option there. Definitely, he could have used break tackle in multiple places this match, so I think he should probably consider it.
What he should do is transfer himself to Blood Bowl 3 and just save that SPP and take plus strength. Be strength 5.
Nah. I probably wouldn't take a strength on Soros on Blood Bowl 3, to be honest.
No, probably not.
With 80k cost, that's a lot. I don't think they need them.
But that's literally double the price.
Yeah. I think you just probably take strength ups on like War Dancers.
I think you just score now as the Lizards. Do you not?
Yeah, you score for sure. No need
You'd
to.
rather. Well, I mean, you could wait till turn 16 to avoid the LOS hits, but this way the rats might even sack you if you don't.
You can still get 2 blitzes. You can still get 2 blitzes, right? Or can you? Oh no. Riot and the blitz to tie this up, so gotta give you every single chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, Riot and then a blitz. Does that work? Or does he need one more turn? No, blitz and then Riot, right? Or blitz and blitz. Can that work?
Well, I mean, it would have to be a blitz that you score on.
Oh, okay. I know. Riot into a push play to 1 turn. Like fail pickup by the rats, push play to 1 turn from the lizards, and then a blitz. Or something like that. I don't know.
No, the blitz, so you have to set up so that you can blitz 1 turn, which I don't even know if you can. But like you'd have to get or like because a riot would just.
You can blitz 1 turn. You can blitz 1 turn.
So
it's just pretty tough, but you can blitz 1 turn.
You need to set up so that you can blitz 1 turn. Basically,
I've seen it attempted like a couple of times. I've never seen it actually work though.
You'd have to get a blitz into 1 turning.
Yeah.
And then, because then you just set up again on turn 16, and you'd have to do it again, and then you'd have to get a riot, and then 2 turn, or another blitz 1 turn.
I don't think this is the setup that can do that.
No.
And it's pretty easy to counter. Like it only works if the other coach is not paying attention.
Yeah, that could be a defensive 1 turn. Is what you have to get. Quick snap. That isn't it.
Oop. Definitely this stream became very fast the grasping a straws commentary.
Wait, what is that kick? Just guaranteeing a touchback? He kicked it into his own side.
Yeah, that was maybe he just like was already clicking like he clicked like he was like
I got
mashing
really
his
confused
mouse
for
or
a second.
something.
I was like, no, the lizards just scored. The rats shouldn't have kicked.
Yeah,
Why is the ball landing in the lizard half? But the lizards
yeah,
kicked it into their own side of the
that felt like the lizards. The rats were that kicked that ball, right?
onside kick.
I don't know why he did that. He probably was just like mashing the mouse button or something, just frustrated. I would think
Yeah, maybe.
something like that.
Or like there's
Oh my god.
Well, we get an SPP on the rookie Storm Vermin as well.
MVP range cannot even blitz anyone.
No, nobody's in range. You just hit end turn, right?
Yeah, I don't think you risk king GFIs to try to get a blitz on the line rat.
You could, if you want it to be ultra safe, you just move your players back a couple squares so they can't be blitzed by the rats. But I don't really think that matters.
Nah, the rats are probably just gonna do another pass.
I think you would type out your GGs and just hit end turn.
Yeah.
Well, the rats can't do another pass. Their turn is over. So I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, yeah, it doesn't matter. They're just chatting it up. Yeah.
The GGs, yeah.
Oh well, it was definitely a good watch for like position stuff. It's just unfortunate that first turn I think changed things pretty hard on the favor of the rats, and it was just very
really
tough
quick.
to lizards. Lizards with only one tackle, no break tackle, not like enough tools to actually put or like
I was
not even
say
like
no sure hands, but because there's the strip ball, but the strip ball never did anything. But the
Yeah,
sure
no.
hands would have been useful because we failed so many pickups. The sure hands would have been useful, but not for the reason you'd think. Not because there's strip ball on the rat team, but because those just couldn't pick up.
Definitely advantage to the rats skills. I felt like it was a good show from Raaraar trying it out, but it definitely was lacking some very good skills to deal with the rats. Really hard to position them, and really hard to like get any damage when one single Soros has tackle Mighty Blow, and he's gonna get like a base up all the time by land rats. Oh look, the skin that leveled got an MVP, so now he's in MVP range again. Nice. But yeah, 3 levels is pretty good. No deaths or anything, so at least Raaraar comes out of the playoffs. Goes into the second, well, the Challengers Cup. Goes into the second round. He got his win on the first round, and then gets a nice couple of good development for the team. So very, very cool.
I don't think there's an. Is there another game going on right now? They might be.
Think maybe
there were 3 games at the same time.
Iron Source 1 is over. So
yeah, because given that Gerbear is in chat and he was playing that game is definitely over.
Let's see. Looks like Dong is casting one.
Yes. So if that game's still going on, yes. So there's one on Darkest Tongue's channel that's currently going on, and there's also one in an hour and 20 minutes on Herringzard's channel.
Yep. The first seed of Vigo coming in, Jamus, with his damage incorporated in Nurgle, so that's gonna be a good one. Looks like there's something happening on the Dong Darkest Dong
Organized Crime and the Cathartic Carnivores Challengers Cup.
Looks like close to over, but could not be over now. There's still a chance for it not to be over. So I'm gonna send you guys over there, I guess. You're gonna see 1 turn or like 2 turns or maybe overtime. So if you want to not get spoiled about that game, I guess you could not click not go on the raid. But that was fun. Also, thank you Tickle and Dangerous for the follows. There I didn't shout you out earlier. And thank you, Steak. Always a pleasure to cast with you, man.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks everyone for watching. And there's the raid. Bye, guys. See you Sometime maybe Monday, Tuesday. I'm gonna cast the other game from Michael's. I don't know if I'm gonna cast any other games this week, but good luck with the other games. Bye.
Bye.